Alright everyone, so Enchanter Tim here with Duelist Community College, and I got some packs to open to add to our, hopefully, Spirit Charmer deck. And that'll be these 10 packs of Rise of the Duelist. So, they were recommended by the group I'm playing with currently, so, as in order to bolster. So, let's see what we got. Abyss Actor, Twilight Little Star, Melfi Tag, Spiral Reborn, Dracoon Lamp, Melfi Caddy, Dogmatica Theo the Iron Punch, Infernoble Arms Hatu Cleary, DD Evil, and Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow. We're filming at a different place today because I'm out of my house for about a week. Oops. So, hence weird angle, but doing what we can. Alright, Frightfur Cruel Whale, Fluffball Dolphin, Dogmatica Encounter, Capricious Dark Lord, Redeemable Jar, DD Evil, Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow, Melfi Rabby, and Infernoble Knight Astolfo. From the looks of it, looks like I'll be adding either Melfi's or Melfi's at the moment. Melfi Fanny, Fluffle Dolphin, DD Arc, Galloping Gaia, Raid Raptor, Revolution Falcon, Air Raid. I like the art on that one. I like. Junk Sleep, Red Potan, Performapal Card Gardna, Heavenly Dragon Circle. Yeah, I think they recommended these because of the Dogmatica cards. But obviously it only depends if I can pull those ones or not. So, Fluffle Dolphin, Dogmatica Encounter, Capricious Dark Lord, Melfi Playhouse, Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin, Melfi Rabby, Infernoble Knight Astolfo, Red Potan, and Edge Imp Scythe. These were all bought at the local Walmart, so I also have, I think, 8 more currently, but I'm, portioning them out. I just figured buy them in case they're going to be gone, so. Fury of Kairu Shin, Unauthorized Boot Up Device, Abyss Actor Twinkle Little Star, Melfi Tag, DD Dog. That dog looks cool, he looks pissed. Edge Imp Scythe, Megalith Fool, Melfi Rabby, and Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow. Halfway through, and I don't think we got an ultra rare, so I think all of them have been super so far. I could be wrong. Thunderhand, Dark Lord Nergal, Fury of Kairu-Shion, Unauthorized Boot Up Device, Ice Dragon's Prison. Oh, I've actually heard this was supposed to be a good pull, and it's actually a ultra rare, so that's cool. Junk Sleep, Red Potan, Performapal Card Gardna, and Heavily Dragon Circle. I'll have to take a look more closely at that prison. Abyss Actor Twinkle Little Star, Melfi Playhouse, Melfi Mommy, Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon, Infernoble Arms Durandal, Dogmatica Punishment. Okay, so that's actually one I do need. Frightfur Jar, Dogmatica Theo, and Indulge Dark Lord. There's also a couple tournaments going on this weekend that come with playmats as prizes and whatnot, so I might have to take a look into that. No. Okay. I actually think I know what that is, and if it is, I'm actually pretty happy. Okay, Ancient Warrior Saga, East by South Winds, Indulge Dark Lord, Dogmatica Theo, the Iron Punch, Infernoble Knights, Hatu Cleary, Abyss Actor, Twinkle 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 Little Star, geez, not Twinkle Twinkle. Melfi Tag, Spiral Reborn, Dracoon Lamp, and if I know this, which I really don't, but I believe Forbidden Droplet. And it's a first edition. That's fucking awesome. My first one, I've never bought one because they're pricey as fuck. And now I have one. Sweet. Okay, so one more, get some more. I think I'm gonna buy some more. Dark Lord Uprising, Dogmatica Nexus, so at least that's something. Dice, Melfi Fenny, Rampaging Smash Tank, Rhino Saber, Performable Guard, Gardner, Machina Scavenger, Junk Sleep, and Dogmatica Punishment. So that's at least 2 punishments. And a couple basic Dogmatica monsters, which is still good. Fury of Kairu Sheen, Dogmatica Nation, Galloping Gaia, Capricious Dark Lord, Soldier Gaia, the Fierce Knight, Formal Bale, Guard now, Heavenly Dragon Circle, Horn of Elephant, and Melfi Pony. Hi! There have been some major changes to my deck for this week, using obviously the Rise of the Duelist packs we opened up, as well as the Mega Tins. So let's just get right into it. So first, these will be the non-changes. The Familiar Possessed Osa, 2 copies. The Familiar Possessed Hida. The Familiar Possessed Win. The Familiar Possessed Iria. The Awakening of the Possessed Nefarious Archfiend. The Awakening of the Possessed Greater Inari Fire. We went from 2 copies to 1 copy of the Gigabyte. 1 Inari Fire. 1 Ranryu. 1 Nefarious Archfiend Eater of Nefariousness. Still 3 copies of Fairy Tale Luna. 2 copies of Witchcrafter Golem Aruru. And went from 1 Effect Veiler to 2 for now. So as far as the monster changes are concerned, we added 1 Dogmatica Nexus, 1 Witchcrafter Edel, 1 Witchcrafter Shimeda, and 1 Witchcrafter Pitor. That is all the monsters. I believe it's 22. This is also a 42 card variant of the deck, if I do remember right. So on to the spells. Still 3 Spirit Charmers, 3 Awakening of the Possessed, 1 Raigeki, 1 Grand Spiritual Art Ichurn. Went from 2 to 1 Secret Village of the Spellcasters, 1 Terraforming, and then 4 new spells: Witchcrafter Collaboration, Witchcrafter Holiday, Witchcrafter Scroll, and Witchcrafter Creation. And then the traps, still 3 Possessed Partnerships because they proved extremely useful last week. Went from 2 to 1 Unpossessed. Added in 1 Dogmatica Encounter. And then the last one, Bye-Bye Damage. If you can't tell, I'm also trying something new with the microphone. Instead of having it pointed forward, I'm having it pointed back to where I am sitting. So I'm hoping that the sound quality is a little better, especially when opening packs. If I remember to obviously turn it back this way. So our extra deck, we went from 1 copy to 2 copies of Osa. The Earth Charmer Immovable. 1 to 2 copies of Hida, the Fire Charmer Ablaze. 1 to 2 copies of Iria, the Water Charmer Gentle. 1 to 2 copies of Wind, the Wind Charmer Verdant. This is, of course, because they were voted, when I had the poll up prior to starting this whole series, it was actually the winning votes were 4-2 and not just the 1 copy, but I wanted to try them with just 1 copy last week. plus the Appaloosa. So then, continuing on, 1 Draco Masters of the Tenyi, 1 Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess, 1 Unchained Abomination, and 1 Firewall Exceed Dragon. I believe that would have been 12 cards in total. And last but not least, extra deck. 1 Effect Veiler, 1 Gnome Material, 1 Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, the Forbidden Droplet we pulled. So we went from 3 to 2 copies of Dark Ruler No More. Went from the 3 to 2 copies of Twin Twisters. Went from the 3 to 1 book of Eclipse. Added in Ice Dragon's Prison. We'll be adding that to the main deck because of what happens later, as well as the Forbidden Droplet. 1 Unpossessed. 2 Dimensional Barriers, so obviously from 3 to 2. And then 3 to 2 Solemn Warnings, which I believe were actually in the main deck as of last week. So, I actually filmed this week's tournament prior to filming this, and then I was actually about to remake, add in all the changes to the deck, but then I remembered I did not do this portion yet, so we had to come back and do this. So that is why I already know I'm going to be adding in Forbidden Droplet as well as the Ice Dragon's Prison to the main deck. And there are certain cards that I'm going to be pulling because either they just completely hindered or added way too many bricks to my hand at this tournament, which was also a bummer as it was the remote duel day / invitational if you got, I think, 1st or 2nd place. So how well did I do? Well, let's dive right in and see. So unlike last week where we only had 4 people enter the locals because they do tournaments every 2 days, this week we had 14 people enter, and let's see where I ended up. Alright, so as some of you may be wondering, based on what happened at that last round of that last match, you saw that I quit, and it's because I ran out of time. The tournament ended, and I had to surrender, which is very unfortunate because, as you saw, I'm pretty sure I would have won that one had there been at least one more turn. But we'll never know for sure, because who knows what they would have pulled on their draw, and it is what it is. So again, here's showing exactly the deck I use, as well as at the beginning of the game with the real cards. And because it was asked last week on the last video, we do have to show proof that we either own the cards we are using, or have at least ordered the cards from like TCG Player, Droll, and all the various websites prior to tournament start. So as long as you can do those two things, your deck is viable and able to be played. And if not, well then your standings would just be null and void. And yeah, so the next tournament will be the 13th of December, and our games played are currently 4 wins, 14 losses, and our matches 1 win, the one on Thanksgiving, which I unfortunately was not able to record, and 7 losses. So here's to hoping we can actually improve that in the coming weeks, I guess.